Hello and welcome to the live play-by-play reaction stream of the San Francisco 49ers against the Jacksonville Jaguars in Week 10. We've just had kickoff and the 49ers have kicked it off to the Jaguars. And the first play was an incomplete pass from Trevor Lawrence. Setting up the scoreboard. There we go. So the Jaguars are going to be 2nd and 10 from their own 25-yard line to start this first half. So we have a pass play from Trevor Lawrence, thrown over the middle. It's caught for around a 5-yard completion. With 3rd and 5 coming up. Thank you very much for everyone that's come across and joined us for this live play-by-play reaction stream of the 49ers and Jaguars. Just previously been streaming the Patriots and Colts game, which finished 10-6 to the Colts. A bit disappointing as a Patriots fan, but we've grown to get used to that this season so far. But thank you very much. Hopefully we're going to be into a more entertaining game in this one. So 3rd and 5. Trevor Lawrence in the shotgun, trips right. Under pressure and goes down on the sack for a 5-yard loss. So a really good start by the 49ers defense, forced a 3 and out. The Jags are going to have to punt. It's good to have Andy here. Thank you very much. And Adam as well. Thank you very much for coming and joining us. Much appreciated. Saying go Jags. The punt is up. And it was returned to the 42-yard line. So good starting field position for Brock Purdy and the 49ers offense. So we've got a tale of two different teams here at the minute, with the Jaguars on a 5-game win streak and the 49ers on a 3-game losing streak coming into this one. But both teams expected to be in the playoffs come January. We'll see who comes out on top in this one. So 1st and 10 for the 49ers on their own 43. It's a handoff to McCaffrey up the middle. And a good run. Takes the ball close to midfield. So let us know what your score predictions are in this one. Who do you fancy coming out on top? We've got the 49ers and the Jaguars. Let us know your score predictions in the chat. So 2nd and 5. It's a play action pass. It's completed to McCaffrey coming across the field. An 8-yard completion. It's a 1st down for the 49ers. So a good start on defense. And so far, a good start on offense for the 49ers. So 1st and 10. Up to the Jaguars' 42-yard line. Lofted pass towards George Kittle. And takes the ball inside the 10-yard line. It's with 1st and goal for the 49ers and a great start for them. So just outside the 10-yard line, by this on the 14-yard line, 1st and 10. Run heavy formation. It's a play action pass. Brock Purdy's got all the time in the world. Throws towards the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown. Brandon Ayuk at the back of the end zone. Great throw from Purdy. And a great catch from Brandon Ayuk. And the 49ers take the lead.
Touchdown!
A great start for the 49ers. Force the 3 and out of the Jaguars. Get good starting field position off the punt. And then Brock Purdy, an excellent throw, excellent ball location to the back of the end zone from Brandon Ayuk. And the 49ers take a 6-0 lead pending the extra point. And the extra point is through. And the 49ers lead 7-0. And Adam's not happy with that one. Yeah, not the best of starts for Jaguars, but you expect them to come back. Obviously, still very, very early on in this game. And the Jaguars, obviously, the informed team in the NFL at the minute. 5-game win streak. But the 49ers will be looking to get some momentum back into their season. Try and get back to winning ways in this one. If the 49ers do win this one, both teams will be at 6-3. They made it look easy. They did. They've got so many weapons, the 49ers. Very difficult to defend. They've got Deebo Samuel back in this game as well. So very tough to defend when they've got that many weapons on offense. Just haven't been clicking over the last couple of weeks. Brock Purdy's thrown a few interceptions as well, which he's done a good job of since he's come in as a starting quarterback, has done a good job of protecting the football. But the last couple of weeks has been a bit careless. Thanks for joining us, Big Swag Edits. Let us know who your NFL team is, who you spotted in this one, of course. We are going to be keeping a close eye on the other games in this early window as well. We've got our Pick 6 competition going on at the minute, which our first game in that competition, the Colts and the Patriots. The Colts came out on top in that one, 10-6. So that's me got one wrong for the week so far. But we've got this game at the minute, the 49ers and Jaguars. And then we've also got in the early window the Vikings and Saints game, of course, as well. No other score. So the Ravens have taken a 6-0 lead against the Browns, but no other scores at the minute. So let us know your score predictions in this one. Put them into the chat. I'll put mine in now. So I'm going for score prediction, 49ers 30, Jaguars 24 in this one. I think the 49ers come back. And this is the turning point in the season where they go on another strong winning run after that 3-game losing streak that they're currently on. So I'm a Bears fan. Well, you know, you're showing tears there, but as a Patriots fan, it's a very, very difficult season. You know, not as a Patriots, since I've been a Patriots fan, I've not felt this way. I've not been that accustomed to seeing them lose so many times as they have this season. I think they're going to be joining the Bears with top 5 draft picks. It's a handoff by Lawrence on first down to Etienne, but it goes nowhere. It's going 27-20 to the 49ers in this one. I think the 49ers come back. I think I think they get firing early. They started off well on offense and defense. And this has got the potential, even though the Jaguars have been playing so well, this has got the potential for a game that if the 49ers do find this stride early in this one, the Jaguars could find themselves 20, 21-0 down very early on. So we've got spread formation out the shotgun for Trevor Lawrence. This should be a free play, but they've blown it dead. They've actually said false start against the Jaguars. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. So 2nd and 15, rather. Clock ticking around, 10.5 minutes left in this first quarter. On the Jaguars, 2nd and 15 from their own 20-yard line. Shotgun formation for Trevor Lawrence. Snap back to him. Fired over the middle, it's caught. And that looks like a 4-yard completion. It's going to be 3rd and long for the Jaguars. And can the 49ers force a second 3 and out? Chase Young on the field for the 49ers as well. A pickup from the Commanders. Pretty daunting having Nick Bosa on one side and Chase Young on the other. Looks like the 49ers are sending pressure. 7 players lined up on the line. They only send 4 though, but it does enough to confuse Trevor Lawrence, who goes down for a 7-yard sack. And the Jaguars are going to have to punt after a second consecutive 3 and out. So the 49ers defense in fantasy, it's a pretty good defense to have. And they've got off to a very hot start so far. A couple of sacks on Trevor Lawrence. So 4th and 15, the punt's up. Returnable from the 29, breaks a tackle. And steps out of bounds around the 38. So again, the 49ers are going to be starting from decent field position. And although I've predicted a close game in this one, it really has got the potential to end up being a blowout if the 49ers start red hot, which they have made a very positive start so far in this one. So I had a few scores in the earlier games. We've got the Ravens, a 7-0 lead over the Browns. Bengals, 7-0 over the Texans. The Vikings have kicked a field goal, 3-0 against the Saints. The Steelers, 7-0 up over the Packers. And the Titans have kicked a field goal. It's 3-0 over the Buccaneers. So a neutral fan in this one, hoping for a good, high-scoring, tight game, just to enjoy after watching the Patriots lose a low-scoring 10-6 affair in Germany, which was a difficult watch. And going into the bye week for the Patriots, a lot more questions than answers. And who knows who lines up at quarterback, who's going to be there come the game in 2 weeks against the Giants. But anyway, we'll focus on this game. And the 49ers have got off to a terrific start, forced a 3 and out. Then went straight down the field and a touchdown pass from Brock Purdy to Brandon Ayuk at the back of the end zone, and then just forced another 3 and out of the Jaguars and have the ball in decent starting field position to start their second drive as well. So just as you said about you having 49ers in your fantasy, I've got Brock Purdy as one of my quarterbacks. So a good start for him in this one. But here we go. Second drive for the 49ers. It's throw from Brock Purdy deep over the middle, caught by Brandon Ayuk, all the way down to the 41-yard line. It's got to be said, these 49ers look good so far. It's got so many weapons to defend. You've got McCaffrey, Ayuk, Kittle, Deebo Samuel. How do you guard? How do you guard all that? It's a handoff to McCaffrey. Breaks a tackle, spin move, and very close to the first down. So 2nd and 1 coming up. It's a handoff up the middle to McCaffrey. Needed 1 against 4. It's another first down for the 49ers, who are really rolling early in this one. That was a dot, absolutely. Brock Purdy, who had a tremendous season stepping in as Mr. Irrelevant last season, starts off this season on 5 as well. Has had a couple of down weeks and made a couple of poor decisions and interceptions, but started off really well so far in this one. Hi, Marcia. Thank you very much for coming across. Let us know who you picked in this one. I can't remember. Is it 49ers or Jaguars? Toss player left to Deebo Samuel. And managed to push his way forwards before stepping out of bounds after a 4-yard gain. So Marcy's gone with the 49ers winning this one. I think I picked... Well, I did. I know I picked the 49ers in this one. Fully expect them to get back to winning ways. And had a really good start in this one as well. The 2nd and 8 coming up. Snap back to Brock Purdy. Thrown towards the left sideline. It doesn't quite get to his intended receiver, George Kittle. It's going to set up a 3rd and 8 now. With just over 6 minutes left in this first quarter. So 3rd and 8 for this 49ers offense. They're on the Jaguars 27-yard line. Brock Purdy takes a snap. Quick pass completed to Deebo Sam. No, it's not Deebo Samuel. It's Jennings, and it's close to a first down. It might be half a yard short. Great catch by Jennings. And as he turns, I think he's got just enough for the first down. Let's have another look. Just, yeah, he's got enough for the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 19-yard line. Quick pass out to Deebo Samuel. It's a 7-yard completion. It's been a big miss, Samuel, over the last couple of games for the 49ers. Be happy to have him back as a receiver and also as a runner as well. 5.5 minutes left in this first quarter. The 49ers lead 7-0 and face a 2nd and 4 down at the 14-yard line of the Jaguars. Snap back to Purdy. He's looking to pass. Moves out to his right and throws behind McCaffrey. Strange looking pass. McCaffrey was open. So we now face a 3rd and 4. Showing that Brock Purdy hasn't been tremendous on 3rd down this season. See if he's able to convert here. We've got tight trips formation to the right out the shotgun. He now motions Samuel, but still goes out and to the right. Snap back to Purdy. Jaguars send pressure. Purdy scrambles out to his left. Pump fakes, but then keeps the ball and taken down for the sack. So the Jaguars defense stand up and will force a field goal attempt. He has got a receiver at the back of the end zone. Purdy just didn't have the time to find him. Let's have a look who it was at the back of the end zone. Deebo Samuel wide open. Would have been an easy touchdown if he'd had the time. But here's the rookie, Jake Moody, 12 of 15 so far this season. It's a 39-yard field goal attempt. And it's through the uprights. The 49ers lead 10-0. Jacksonville will be hoping they can get something going on this next drive. They've possessed the ball twice and had 2 3-and-outs so far in this game. I can't afford to fall too far behind this 49ers team, who'll be more than happy to dominate time of possession for the rest of this game. So let's have a look at the other games in our early window as well. So a hot start for the Ravens in their game against the Browns, lead 14-0 in that AFC North matchup. Bengals 7-0 over the Texans. Vikings lead by a field goal over the Saints, 3-0. Same with the Titans over the Buccaneers. Packers have tied it up against the Steelers, 7-7. So our pick 6 games at the minute. Obviously, the Colts beat the Patriots 10-6 earlier. So I was wrong on that one. We've got the 49ers and Jaguars at the minute. The 49ers leading 10-0. The Saints and Vikings. The Vikings lead 3-0. Obviously, Kirk Cousins, the Vikings quarterback, looks like he's out for the season. Torn Achilles. Same sort of injury that happened with Aaron Rodgers. In the next window of games, we've got the Lions and Chargers. I picked the Lions in that one. The Commanders and Seahawks. I went with the home team Seahawks there. And then to finish off the games later on, we've got the Jets and the Raiders. I went with the Jets. I mean, the Raiders dominated the New York Giants last week. But I just think that the New York Jets defense will have too much for them later on. But we'll see. Thank you for everyone that's joined so far in this stream. Come and say hello. Let us know who you're supporting in this one, what you think the score will be as well. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button below so you don't miss out on any of our NFL content and our live streams, of course. It's free to subscribe. If you would like to show some extra support, you can sign up as an exclusive member of the NFLUKOPS community. Very appreciative to get our 3rd member today of the NFLUKOPS community. JH signed up today. But I'll put the link in the chat if you do want to sign up. The link going in now. So the kick is up, returnable by the Jaguars up to the 23-yard line. So you would like to sign up as an NFLUKOPS member. The link is in the chat there. For Android users, there's a join button down there as well. But any support we do receive is very, very appreciative. It helps us to improve the quality of our content and our live streams as well. And thank you so much for our 3 members of our channel so far as well. So Jaguars. They're going to be ready to possess the ball for their 3rd possession of this first quarter. They've gone 3 and out on their first 2. So Marcia went with the Colts in that first game. So a good start for you, Marcia. 49ers in this one, which is a good pick looking so far. We've got Saints and Lions, Seahawks, and then Raiders. We'll see how well he gets on. We have got the pick 6 leaderboards just here, which I'll just get up. So there you go. You've caught me up, Marcia, at least. Having picked, because I picked the Patriots. So you picking the Colts, you've tied me at 32. So we'll see how the rest of the games play out. Trevor Lawrence takes the snap. Sets off running himself. Spins down after a 3-yard gain. But the 49ers defensive line have been all over Trevor Lawrence so far in this game. Yeah, we'll see. I think I've gone very similar to you, Marcia, in the rest of the game. So I went 49ers, Saints, Lions, Seahawks, but I went Jets over Raiders. But we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Good start for the 49ers in this one. But of course, the Jaguars are the informed team in the NFL at the minute. I think the Jaguars are a team that like to play from in front and try and dominate the clock and time of possession. But they find themselves 10-0 down in this first quarter. Snap back to Trevor Lawrence. Hand off to Etienne. It's a 3-yard gain. It's going to set up around a 3rd and 4. And the Jaguars really need a conversion here. Tremendous pickup for the 49ers to get Chase Young. I mean, having Chase Young and Nick Bosa on the field at the same time, lined up either side. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to block both of them. Trips right formation out the shotgun for Trevor Lawrence. Snap back to him. Thrown over the middle. And it's caught for a first down and more. 14-yard completion. And finally, the Jaguars have a first down. Their first down of this first quarter. Good ball location and a great catch. So they've got 1st and 10. They're on their own 41-yard line. Snap back to Lawrence. Hand off to Etienne up the middle. Gains 2 yards. There's around 2 minutes left in this first quarter. 49ers leading 10-0. That's courtesy of the Purdy to Ayuk touchdown and then a Jake Moody field goal. Empty backfield for Trevor Lawrence. Snap back to him. 49ers send pressure. And it's battered down at the line by Nick Bosa, who seemed to have a free run at Trevor Lawrence there. Not advisable to let Nick Bosa have a free run at your quarterback. So 3rd and 7. Can the Jaguars keep this drive alive? It's an empty backfield again, but it now motions Etienne into the backfield. It's trips left formation out the shotgun for Trevor Lawrence. Snap back to him. Steps forward and fires. Incomplete for his receiver over the middle. And it's likely going to be another Jaguars punt, the 3rd of this first quarter. Lined up, ready to punt. And the punt is up. Takes a good Jaguars. It took a good Jaguars bounce, but then bounces a little too far into the end zone. Meaning the 49ers are going to start from their own 20-yard line. On their 3rd possession, having scored on the first 2 possessions. So the Bengals still lead 7-0 over the Texans. The Saints have tied it up 3-3 against the Vikings. The Browns have kicked a field goal to make it 14-3 to the Ravens over the Browns. Titans still lead 3-0 over the Buccaneers. And the Packers and Steelers tied up at 7. Got to be said that the Ravens are looking good this season. There's been a lot of talk this week about the NFL being fixed and scripted all over again. When it was picked out about the Super Bowl logos. 2 years ago, the Super Bowl logo was coloured in orange and yellow. And in the Super Bowl that year was the Bengals and the Rams. And last year's Super Bowl logo was coloured in green and red. And obviously it was the Eagles and the Chiefs. Well, this year's Super Bowl, the logo is coloured in purple and red, leading to rumours that could be the 49ers and the Ravens in the Super Bowl. Obviously, there's a lot of, you've got the Vikings that play in purple. You've got the Chiefs that play in red. But it'd be very, very interesting if it does end up with a red team and a purple team in the Super Bowl. There'll be a lot of people spreading even more rumours about the fact that the NFL is scripted, if that was to happen, as it has the last couple of years. I mean, the Super Bowl logo is made way before the season starts. So the fact that that's happened the last couple of years, is it a coincidence? Or is the NFL actually scripted? We'll see at the end of this season if we get a team that plays in red against a team that plays in purple. So the 49ers on their 3rd possession, having scored on the first 2, start from their own 20. Snap back to Purdy. It's going to be a pass play. Throws over the middle. It's caught by Ayuk. It's a 1st down. And a 16 yards catch and run. It looked like a push-off, to be fair, by Brandon Ayuk. And it is. There's going to be a flag. Brandon Ayuk clearly ran into the corner there and pushed off. So 1st and 20 now. This is an opportunity for the Jaguars to create some pressure on Brock Purdy. Try and force a 3 and out and steal back some sort of momentum. It's got 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line now. Snap back to Purdy. And it's battered down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 20 coming up now. And the Jaguars crowd getting into it. So 2nd and 20 for this 49ers offense. Can the Jaguars create a turnover to get their team back into this game, which has been pretty much dominated by the 49ers, it has to be said so far. So here we go. Brock Purdy in the shotgun. Motions Deebo Samuel out to the right. It's a handoff to McCaffrey, though. Who gains just 4 yards. It's going to be a 3rd and very long. The game clock's right around 40 seconds. This could be the last play of the first quarter. It's a 3rd and 16 from the 14-yard line of the 49ers. And can the Jaguars get a stop and give their offense decent starting field position on their next drive? It's an empty backfield for Brock Purdy. It's a quick pass out to Deebo Samuel, looking for blocking. A lot of work to do and doesn't get too close to converting. It will bring up 4th down. It will also bring up the end of the first quarter. 49ers leading 10-0 in a quarter that they have pretty much dominated. Right up until the end there, with the Jaguars defense helped out by the offensive pass interference, have managed to force a punt. Thank you very much, Vladimir, for joining us. Jaguars will win today, so you're hoping for a Jags comeback. The informed team in the NFL at the minute, that's for sure. But they found themselves in a 10-0 hole after that first quarter. But hopefully they can build, from your perspective, hopefully they can build on that defensive stop. They should get the ball in decent starting field position. And hopefully Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne can lead them on a scoring drive and cut into that 10-0 lead. Thank you very much for everyone that has joined us so far. It's the NFLUKOPS live play-by-play reaction stream of the 49ers against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let us know where you're watching today's game from, who your NFL team is. All NFL fans are welcome in all of our streams. All views and opinions welcome. The more interaction we get in our streams, the better the streams are. So come and say hello, come and chat football. No matter how badly you think your NFL season's going, it's got to be better than how the Patriots season's going so far. You know, we've done the live stream of every game bar one this season. So no matter how badly you think your team's doing, just consider that we've done the live stream of each Patriots game apart from one this season. So come and say hello. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button below. It's free to do. And make sure you don't miss out on any of our NFL content and live streams. Live streaming each week. If you would like to show some extra support for the channel, you can click the join button, which is just down below as well. Unless you're on an Apple device, where the join button isn't there. Fortunately, I've put it in the chat for you. There's a link there. And you could become an exclusive member of the NFLUKOPS community. It really helps support the growth of the content and the live streams. So really appreciative. We've got 3 members of our channel so far, and we're very thankful for those. If you would like to come and join and get those special perks, the link is in the chat. It's in the description as well, or you can click the join button just below. So the 49ers lined up to punt back to the Jaguars to start the second quarter. And it's returnable from the 29-yard line. Makes a move down the right sideline. And a decent return means the Jaguars will start with good field position. So starting with the ball on their own 43-yard line. And can the Jaguars get on the board? Trevor Lawrence under centre on first down. And it's a handoff to Etienne, who is immediately met at the line. It's Fred Warner. One, if not the best linebacker in the NFL. He's always there and thereabouts for the 49ers when a tackle is being made. It's a 2nd and 10 coming up. Trevor Lawrence back in the shotgun this time. Toss play right to Etienne. Gets a good block up the right sideline. And a 15-yard gain before being pushed out of bounds. Good play design by the Jags there. So it's 1st and 10. Jaguars up at the 49ers 41-yard line. Some trickery. It's going to be a pass play from the receiver. He's got wide open Etienne, but he's overthrown him. Some nice trickery. But the pass play is just slightly overthrown. It was Christian Kirk on the throw. He did have Etienne, but he overthrew him. Nice play design again by the Jags, but just weren't able to come up with it. Etienne reached out one-handed. So we've got 2nd and 10 coming up. Trevor Lawrence back in the shotgun this time. Snap back to him. The play's blown dead. And there's a flag. To delay a game against the Jags. 5-yard penalty. So 2nd and 15 now. Empty backfield for Trevor Lawrence. On the 49ers 46-yard line. Snap back to him. He's looking to pass. Tries to set off running himself, but he's brought down on the sack. I think the ball's out as well. Yeah, I think the 49ers have got the ball off the turnover. When we watched the Jaguars in London a few weeks ago against the Bills, Trevor Lawrence fumbled twice. Very similar to that, and it's Chase Young of all people. The new acquisition from the Commanders. I think it's actually a combination. Is it a combination of Nick Bosa and Chase Young? What a combination you've got at defensive end. And the 49ers have got the ball back. We had Big Swag edits earlier that said he had the 49ers defense in fantasy, so you've got to be happy with that. It's a turnover, so that's a couple of extra points off of the turnover. And so far, they've got the shutout against the Jags. And I said earlier that this game has got the potential to be a rout to the 49ers if they hit any sort of momentum. Well, they've got a 10-0 lead so far and have now got the ball back close to midfield as well. But the 49ers got so much talent on offense and defense. Very difficult to stop on offense. And now they've just had to Chase Young to a defense that already had star players like Nick Bosa and Fred Warner. So the 49ers, have got a great chance of pushing towards the Super Bowl. They'll feel hard done to last season after the UCL injury in the playoffs to Brock Purdy. You can very easily see it could be a rematch between the 49ers and the Eagles in the NFC Championship game. We're looking at the NFL standings at the minute on the NFC side of things. Other really than the Lions, who else is really going to be there and thereabouts? I think I predicted at the start of the season that we'd have a 49ers-Eagles NFC Championship game. I had the Eagles coming through again, actually, in that one. So we'll have to wait and see. So Marcy is saying that the Vikings have taken the lead in their game against the Saints, which they have, 10-3. Ravens have kicked a field goal to lead 17-3. The Steelers are back in front, 14-7 over the Packers. The Texans have tied it up against the Bengals. So the 49ers, some trickery. It's a handoff to Deebo Samuel on the end around, gains 4 yards. It's a lot of motion and a lot of trickery, but only gains 4 yards in the end for Deebo Samuel. That's a weird play looking at the sack and fumble of Trevor Lawrence there. It's like Trevor Lawrence didn't really fight for the ball. It's like he already felt like he was down or something, but didn't really make any attempt to fight for the ball. But 2nd and 6 now for the 49ers. Purdy in the shotgun, just inside Jaguars territory. It's going to be a pass play, fired in. Looking to use check. But bounces off and it's incomplete. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. Eric, where you been? You missed the fantastic game, which was the Patriots and the Colts earlier. Had the time of our lives watching that one. It's 3rd and 6. Got Purdy in the shotgun. Snap back to Purdy. Jaguars send pressure. Well picked up. Purdy scrambles around. He's out to his left. Fired in. It's caught for the first down by Deebo Samuel. There is a flag in the backfield, though. This could be coming back. It is hold against the offense. But got to, of course, welcome one of our members in the right way. Thank you very much. We're saving that for you earlier. We had a huge amount of viewers watching our live stream earlier, Eric, of the Patriots and Colts game, yet we were missing our 2 members. Fortunately, JH has signed up as a member now, so we're now at 3. So 3rd and 15 coming up for the 49ers. Snap back to Purdy. Under pressure, gets hit, the ball comes out. And it's scooped up by the Jaguars. Is this a fumble or is it an incomplete pass? Let's have another look at this one. It's an incomplete. The arm's clearly coming forward. yes, if you'd like to become a member of the NFLUKOPS community and get your own personalised welcome, please hit the join button just below down here. It's a good punt by the 49ers. And it's downed right at the 1 yard line. Great punt by Wisnowski, gets a decent bounce as well. And the Jaguars, if they're going to score a touchdown, are going to have to go 99 yards. So I was going for Chinese. I've been more chatty second half. Yeah, cheers. Mr. Isolation, I'm going to the Chinese. Yeah, I can see what you're doing. You're bringing some Chinese over here, by the way. Doing the live game earlier, missed out on the roast dinner today. But the Jaguars trailed 10-0 in this one, and now have got to go 99 yards if they're going to score a touchdown. It's been a hot start by the 49ers defense, been all over the Jags. You know what? You're absolutely right. He could be spending that money on a membership. He could. And do you know what, Eric? Earlier on, I'm glad I didn't do this, because, but I was going to make a new emoji for today's game for the Patriots and Colts. I was going to make like a Germany Patriots-like logo thing. I'm glad I didn't, because you and Andrew weren't there to actually be able to use it. Not that it would have helped. I tried with our gnome. I tried with our gnome today, and that still wasn't good enough. I don't know if you watched it, Eric. Did you watch? You have to let us know. Did you watch the game? Because it was crazy. The Patriots had a chance to win at the end, and then Mac Jones throws an interception from the 5 yard line. They still get one last chance in a 2-minute drill with no timeouts. And instead of sending Mac Jones out, who's played the entire game, they put Bailey Zappi in to try and go 85 yards and score a touchdown. Got off to a good start on the drive and then threw a flipping interception off a fake spike. It's a 3-yard carry for the Jaguars on first down. But it just sums up the Patriots season this season. Flipping it. Watching that game. They cannot let Mac Jones quarterback again this season. So 2nd and 7, empty backfield for Trevor Lawrence. Quick pass is complete for a first down and much more. Christian Kirk. And hopefully, from a neutral fan's perspective at least, hopefully the Jaguars can get something going and get back into this game. Got 1st and 10 then for the Jags and Trevor Lawrence from their own 18-yard line. It's a handoff for a sweep. It's a first down and more. 16-yard gain, but there is a flag. This could be coming back. It is holding against the Jags. Adam says it's hard to endure your Jags. It's not got anything going, really. Found it very difficult to get something going against this 49ers defense at the minute. But got a good stop on the last one. Got a good stop on defense. Just feel if they can get something going and score at least a field goal, might give them some momentum going forward in this game. But it's now 1st and 15 from their own 14-yard line. Snap back to Lawrence. It's going to be a pass play. Sets up the screen. He's got blockers out in front. Makes a nice move. And fights forward for 1st down. A great play for the Jags. I hope, personally as a neutral in this one, I hope they go down the field here and score a touchdown. Would be a 99-yard drive if they do. Really enjoyed watching the Jaguars a few weeks ago in London in the International Series game against the Bills. So handoff on 1st down. It's a 2-yard gain. It'll set up a 2nd and 8. But if you haven't checked out, I've got a video on our channel, slightly longer video, of our trip to London a few weeks ago for the Jaguars and Bills game. Then Saturday, we spent the day at Battersea Power Station in London for the NFL experience, and the Sunday at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London for the Jags and Bills game. So check that out on our channel. And let us know your thoughts on that one. Snap back to Trevor Lawrence. And another screen set up. It's a 1st down. That's another 16-yard gain. And the Jags seem to have found something and a way to negate this pressure from the 49ers defensive line is to set up the screens. It's a quick pass out again to Christian Kirk. And a 5-yard completion takes the ball close to halfway. So I didn't see the game early time. I was busy staying early start. Just didn't make it possible. Seems like I didn't miss much. The Patriots are woeful this year. It was one of those where they seem like they're always in it. But you know when you've got Mac Jones at quarterback that you're not really, but you still have hope anyway. They missed a field goal to take the lead in that game. They then, one second, there's a handoff on 2nd down, a 2-yard gain. Then later in the game, they drive down at 10-6 down. They're 3rd and goal, and Mac Jones has a wide open Mike Gesicki in the end zone. And instead of just lofting the pass over the linebacker's head, he didn't get enough air on it and threw the interception. The Patriots stopped them and got the ball back on their own 15-yard line with 2 minutes left, no timeouts. And the Patriots send out Bailey Zappi, who hasn't played a single part in the game, to try and lead the comeback. Zappi then threw an interception. Trevor Lawrence on 3rd and 2. It's caught for a 1st down by Christian Kirk. Breaks out a tackle and ends up taking the ball down the sideline for 15 to 20 yards there. But yeah, I think Eric, I think that's going to be it for Mac Jones. Played really poorly again in that game. And Zappi did get the ball moving down the field, and instead of spiking the ball to stop the ball with about 40 seconds left at halfway, he fake spiked it and then threw the interception off of the fake spike. It's 1st and 10 for the Jags. It's a handoff up the middle for a 1-yard gain. Takes the ball to the 30-yard line of the 49ers. So Adam says he likes the Bucs and the Seahawks. I say, Adam, I think you like more teams than you don't like. It must make it enjoyable each season, though, where you've got to be happy or rooting for a team when it comes to the playoffs or the Super Bowl. So 2nd and 9. Snap back to Lawrence. Lofted pass to the running back. And a 3-yard gain, but there is a flag. I think it might be against the 49ers, this one. It's illegal contact. Javarius Ward. So it will be a first down automatically for the Jags. So I don't agree. I agree, but don't understand why Bill didn't give Zappy more time. Zappy, I was saying during the stream, Eric, it was 7-3 at half time. They should have sent Zappy out in the second half. Mac Jones should not have played the second half. Quick pass from Trevor Lawrence on first down and a 6-yard gain. Now, Zappy should have started the second half. Mac Jones has lost all confidence. As soon as his first read isn't there, he doesn't know what to do with the ball. I think he got sacked 7 times in the end. 5 times in the first half. Adam says, yeah, somebody's bound to be on the list. Well, at least you've got someone to root for in the Super Bowls. 2nd and 4 for the Jags from the 19-yard line. Hand off to Etienne. Tries to make something happen, looking for blocking, but doesn't get any further than the line of scrimmage. Sets up a 3rd and 4 now. Just under 5 minutes left in the second quarter. It's interesting as well, Eric. I know you made the comment about us picking the Patriots on the pick 6. It's interesting that you did go with the Colts. So you went with your head over heart in this one. I stuck with the heart and I've paid the price. So we've got an injury timeout in this game. Nick Bosa down injured. That wouldn't be a good news for this 49ers team. I know they've just picked up Chase Young, but will not want to be losing Nick Bosa. But looking at the pick 6 leaderboard that we've got, you've caught one up already, Eric, on Andy, because Andy went with the Patriots early as well, the same as me. So that's one up on Andy. So 3rd and 3 coming up for the Jags. Clock ticking right around 4.5 minutes left of this second quarter. It's empty backfield for Trevor Lawrence. 3 receivers out to his right. Snap back to him. Lofted pass towards the right end zone. It's well defended by Javarius Ward. Knocked away from the intended receiver. Will set up a 4th and 3 and likely a field goal attempt. Looking for Christian Kirk, but expertly defended by Javarius Ward. So it will be a field goal attempt. A 37-yard field goal attempt. Goes through the uprights. And the Jaguars will feel better. I mean, they did start this drive from the 1-yard line. The Jaguars will feel better about getting on the board now. So he said, I've given up picking the Patriots to the pick 6. Well, at least that won't be a conundrum next week, Eric, with the Patriots on a bye week. But as I was saying earlier in the live stream, I just don't know where they go from here, really. You know, they're 2-8 now. Mac Jones shouldn't be the starting quarterback for the rest of the season. I think you've either got to go with Bailey Zappi or, in my opinion, I would go with Malik Cunningham. They know what Zappi offers, and I think Zappi is an okay backup, but why not give Malik Cunningham a try and see how close he can be to a Lamar Jackson type quarterback? I'd just give it a try. Why not? And then just decide from there whether that's what you want to do at quarterback next season, or whether you want to start again. I mean, if you've got a early draft pick, you're talking top 5 draft pick, we could be looking at a new quarterback again. Yeah, so Adam said maybe focus on next year's picks. It's just if they're going to end up with a top 5 pick, you really want them to have like one of the top 3 picks, so they've got a chance at one of those top 2 quarterbacks coming out of college. Because most of the time they do work out. Anything later, as we've seen with Mac Jones, it's not guaranteed. I mean, we had a conversation, JH brought it up earlier about the fact that Mac Jones stood out at Alabama, but think who his head coach was, think who his offensive line was, and think who he's throwing to. Quite a lot of mediocre quarterbacks might have stood out in that offense. So we also talked about, I brought up the fact that Alabama quarterbacks haven't been tremendously successful. Returnable from the 3-yard line for the 49ers and tackled down right around the 22, 23. But Alabama quarterbacks haven't been tremendously successful in the NFL up until about now, where we've now seen Jalen Hurts and Tua Tagovailoa having more success. But I just don't think Mac Jones is that guy, unfortunately. And so it seems like Denver, Browns, and Lions should be great from getting picks of choice from being losers. Yeah. Well, that'll be a nice treat on Christmas Eve. The Patriots are playing the Denver Broncos. Snap back to Brock Purdy on first down. Caught by Juszczyk for a 4-yard completion. So we've got a 2nd and 6 coming up for the 49ers. Toss play left to Christian McCaffrey, looking for blockers. He's got good blockers. It's first down. An 11 or 12-yard gain on the ground. Jaguars could really do with getting a stop here. The 49ers do get the ball to start the second half. So don't want the 49ers to double up on the scores. So 1st and 10 for the 49ers. They're up at their own 38-yard line. Play action pass to McCaffrey, setting up blockers again. And another first down, takes the ball into Jaguars territory inside the 45-yard line. And the Jaguars will be hoping they can go, the 49ers will be hoping they can go and score a touchdown here. Go into halftime, 17-3 up and receiving the ball to start the second half as well. It's a handoff to McCaffrey. Spins out of a tackle. I don't know how he got out of that and gained 6 yards. It could have only been a 1 or 2 yard gain. Somehow spins out of it. But that takes us down to the 2-minute warning, with the 49ers looking to add to their lead. They lead 10-3 over the Jags at the minute. Right, so that's the last game on Christmas Eve. Very early Christmas morning for us. Yes, it is. That's a 1:30 in the morning game over here on Christmas Day, technically. And between those two teams, it's like, who wants to lose more? Very difficult for the Patriots to go in there and win that one, you'd have thought. Like let's have a look at what the remaining Patriots schedule is. So we've got the bye week coming up next week. Then they've got the Giants away, who are not playing particularly well themselves. Chargers at home, which the Patriots have absolutely dominated against Justin Herbert in Herbert's career so far, but with how the Patriots are playing this season, doesn't mean too much. They've matched up pretty well against the Steelers in recent times, but that's away on a Thursday night game. They've also got the Chiefs then after that, Monday Night Football, which Belichick usually has a pretty good plan against Mahomes, but they have to hope for a really off day from Patrick Mahomes. Then, of course, that Broncos game on Christmas Eve in the US, but Christmas Day over here, early hours. Then we finish off with the Bills and, of course, the Jets. So when you're looking at the remaining schedule, do the Patriots potentially win 2 more of those games? If that. If they win 2 more, what does that finish with? So the Patriots will finish with a 4-13 record. That's got to be enough for a top 5 draft pick, surely. Then they've got a lot of decisions to make about how they move forward with that from there. So Adam said the Vikings leading 17-3 over the Saints. That's not good because I think I picked the Saints. That's not good. So it's a 2nd and 5. And a handoff up the middle. A 3-yard gain for Mitchell. We'll set up a 3rd and short. Will you do a watch along for that one? Yeah, why not? Why not? You just got to enjoy it, haven't you? I'll not be at work at least, so why not? Why not? We'll have a laugh. But the important question is, Eric, will you actually be there to watch along with me? So 3rd and 2 from the Jaguars 37-yard line. Ooh, something happened there at the line. It's either a false start or encroachment. The 49ers called a timeout even before that. They're obviously trying to make the Jags jump. You know, these live streams are only as good as the people that watch them and the people that interact. So, you know, we really appreciate, you know, everyone that's came along. You know, we had a tremendous viewership of the game earlier. You know, we had consistently 45 to 50 people watching that, which made that a really entertaining live stream earlier. And plenty of people in the chat as well. So the stream's only as good as the people that talk. You know, otherwise I'm just sat here talking to myself. There's a handoff on 3rd and 2. And somehow McCaffrey, who gets stopped at the line, pushes forward close to a 1st down. I think he's inches short. Cheers, Eric. We appreciate that. As you can see on the screen, it's an interesting description of the emojis. Beer, 6-time Super Bowls, Ness community, retro Pats, go Pats. If you want us to let us know, Eric, if you want us to design any other emojis, I'm more than happy. You know, I'm more than happy to listen to NFLUKOPS community members. So just let me know. If you want me to make any other custom emojis, I will. I'll swap them in and out each week. You know, we're very thankful for the support that we get on this channel, especially to you and to Andrew and now JH, who are official members of the NFLUKOPS community. They have given a first down in the end for the 49ers. Snap back to Brock Purdy and fired into McCaffrey. Gains 8 yards, and there's a flag at the end as well. McCaffrey wants a face mask at the end. Let's see if it is. It looks like it. To be a first down for the Jags, half the distance to the goal. The 49ers with 45 seconds left. They've still got 2 timeouts remaining as well in this second quarter. And knocking on the door. Potentially extend their lead. Shotgun formation for Christian McCaffrey. For Brock Purdy with Christian McCaffrey next to him. Throws out to McCaffrey. Gains 3 yards, takes the ball down to the 11-yard line. The clock continues to run. Still got 2 timeouts remaining, but not using them just yet. But take one of the timeouts now. With 29 seconds left. Maybe a number 1 draft pick emoji. Can do. I mean, Andy had the idea really of having a Mac Jones voodoo doll emoji. I'm happy to do that. I could do that. Although I think I don't think it'll be used anymore because I can't see Mac Jones starting at quarterback again this season. I mean, when you lose that much faith in your starting quarterback to pull him out on the crucial 2-minute drive to win a game, you know, he's done, isn't he? 2nd and 8, snap back to Brock Purdy, scrambles out to his right and throws the ball away as he's diving forwards. Incomplete. Oh, I think his knee might have been down before he released the ball. Let's have a look. Oh, I think his knee was down. I think the booth might need to take another look at this one. Oh, now they've called a flag an intentional grounding, potentially. Was he out of the pocket? I don't know. There's no receiver in the vicinity of where he underarm threw it on the dive, but his knee was definitely down before he released the ball. Looking at our other games, the Texans are leading the Bengals 10-7. Vikings 17-3 up against the Saints. That's not a good one for me. Ravens 17-6 up against the Browns. Buccaneers take the lead against the Titans 7-3. And the Steelers 17-13 up against the Packers. Not a good pick six day for me so far. Wrong about the Patriots and Colts. And wrong about the Saints and Vikings. I just didn't think the Vikings would be able to keep going this season once that Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson were down injured. I just couldn't see it happening. But there you go. That's the unpredictability of the NFL and the unpredictability of the New Orleans Saints, having lost some surprising games. The Saints absolutely obliterated the Patriots a few weeks ago. You know, Marcy is saying, I can't believe the Saints today. Adam's happy. He says, Skull. Not saying his knee wasn't down. It's intentional grounding, which will mean 3rd and 19. Eric, you've gone the Saints and the Jaguars. At least you picked the Colts. That'd be 1 out of 3, same as me. We do tend to go very similarly. Thor and Odin are happy. I do like the Vikings for that. Empty backfield for Brock Purdy. 3rd and 19 from the 23-yard line. Snap back to him. Fired out to McCaffrey. They're trying to set some blocking up. Tries to hurdle and taken down after just a 4-yard gain. And the 49ers are going to let the clock run down to take a timeout and then try a field goal. So it's a 10-3 game. And now the rookie Jake Moody, who kicked a field goal through earlier, we're coming out to try and make this a 2-score game. See how far this field goal is out. It's 35 yards. And the Jags have called a timeout, try and ice him, but I think he managed to get a practice attempt through before the Jags did so. So we just have to wait a little longer for the 49ers to attempt this field goal after the Jaguars have just called that timeout. So it's the most surprising result, scoreline so far, is the fact the Texans are beating the Bengals at the Bengals. 10-7. So Adam said it should be a chip shot. It should from this range, but Chad Ryland for the Patriots missed one from here earlier, which had he kicked it through, the Patriots would have been leading 9-7 in that game. Which could have made all the difference at the end. The Patriots could have gone on to win that 12-10. As sad as that sounds, 12-10. We've got 3 seconds left. We're still waiting for this Jake Moody field goal attempt. So it's from the right hash, 35-yard field goal attempt, exactly like Ryland earlier, that cleared the post and then made it a call as to whether it had gone through or not. And Moody's done exactly the same, but they're going to give it him. It was almost identical to Ryland's earlier. They went above the post, and then the referees had to make a decision as to whether they gave it or not. They have given this one. So the 49ers go into halftime with a 13-3 lead, and they do get the ball to start the second half as well. So, JH, thank you very much for joining us, JH, in this stream. Don't worry, we'll get your welcome introduction sorted out for next week. Josh Dobbs, why couldn't the Pats trade for Dobbs? It comes back to that conversation. I know I talked about it earlier. I've been talking about it for the last couple of weeks. Why not? Because Bill Belichick has always been intrigued by this running athletic quarterback situation, right? The Patriots are now 2-8. Why not bench Mac Jones to the point that he's now third-string quarterback, elevate and re-sign Malik Cunningham, and just let Malik Cunningham play for the rest of this season and just see if the Patriots could potentially become a team where they have got an athletic quarterback. I think Bill O'Brien would have fun with that on offense, and that's just what I would do. There's no point in playing Bailey Zappi for the rest of this season. There's definitely no point in playing Mac Jones, but I think Mac Jones should sit for the rest of the season. He shouldn't even be on the bench. Have Bailey Zappi as your number 2, and that Malik Cunningham as your number 1, and let's just see. Let's just see if a running quarterback, for the Patriots is the future. And if it's not, it's not. But the teams have got to play for the rest of the season. If they win another 2 games, they've done well. And if it's not the future, then they're going to end up with a top 5 draft pick anyway. So then they can pick one of the top guys. So that's just my opinion. So Marseille, oh my God, the Saints are blowing my mind right now. Have they conceded again, have they? So the Vikings lead 24-3. Oh, dear. So at halftime, the Texans lead 10-7 over the Bengals, which would be another shock if that happens. Vikings 24-3 up over the Saints. Ravens 17-9 up over the Browns. Buccaneers 7-3 over the Titans, and the Steelers 17-13 over the Packers in that one. As Adam said, Matt Jones' time's out. Okay, I think that's my opinion. He's got to go. Got to go. But we're just going to take a short break just for halftime here. Please stick around for the second half. If the Jaguars can get a stop at the start of the second half and go and score points, we should be in for a good game. Not as high scoring as I expected, but make sure you stick around for the second half, and we'll see you shortly. So here we are for the second half of the 49ers and Jaguars. The 49ers are starting off with the ball. It's going to be a Brock Purdy pass on first down to Deebo Samuel and a 9-yard completion. 13-3 game so far, in which the 49ers have really dominated on offense and defense. As a neutral, we're hoping that the Jaguars can get a stop on this drive and go down and score some points, make this a one-score game. Be nice to have a game where the last team to possess the ball have got a chance of winning it. But really, it's got to be said that the 49ers have really dominated so far. We'll see how it goes. It's 2nd and inches coming up for the 49ers. It's a run-heavy offense, but it's Brock Purdy back to throw. Throws down deep down the right side. It's caught by George Kittle at the 30, at the 20, at the 10. And he's dancing his way for the last 10 yards. And what a start for the 49ers. And a terrible start to the second half for the Jaguars.
Touchdown!
And it's Brock Purdy that buys time and lofts a pass down the right sideline. George Kittle catches it and then has nobody near him from the 30-yard line and just dances his way into the end zone. And the 49ers lead 19-3, pending the extra point. And Jake Moody kicks the point through. And the 49ers lead 23 now. The Jaguars have to score a touchdown really on the next drive. It's what I said earlier, right at the start of the stream. When the 49ers scored so early, I thought this game has got blowout written all over it. And it's coming to fruition at the minute. Thank you, Marcia. Thank you for sticking around. I'm hoping for, I haven't got a particular tie to either of these two teams. So as a neutral, I'm hoping for an entertaining game. But the Jaguars are going to have to start scoring quick if we're going to have that now. So waiting for Christian McCaffrey to score a tutty. I'm sure it will come at some point. Now we've had Brock Purdy to Ayuk and Brock Purdy now to George Kittle. Seems only a matter of time before either Deebo Samuel or Christian McCaffrey get into the end zone. So thank you everyone that has come onto our stream today. This is the NFLUKOPS live play-by-play reaction stream. It's the 49ers against the Jaguars. Earlier on, we did the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots in Germany, which the Colts came out on top in the end, 10-6, leaving the Pats to fall to 2-8 this season. But let us know where you're watching today's game from, who your NFL team is. All NFL fans are welcome on our live streams, all opinions and views. Just let us know in the chats. We're here just to talk about football, and these live streams are made by the people that come and chat. Otherwise it's just me sat talking to myself. So come and say hi in the chat. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button below so you don't miss out on any of our future NFL content or our live streams as well. If you really like to show your extra support to the channel, you can become a member by clicking the join button that's down below as well, or clicking the join link, which is in the chat up at the top or in the description as well. All memberships and super thanks donations support the channel's growth in our second season. with the NFL UKOPS channel. But thank you very much for everyone that has shown support and come along to the live stream today. Had a blast earlier with the Patriots and Colts game, even though it didn't go the way that us as Patriots fans wanted it to. You know, the fact that we had so many people in there, you know, meant a lot as well. Special shout out to JH, of course, becoming one of our new channel members as well. So the 49ers kick it off, back to the Jaguars. That goes back into the end zone. And they're going to start from their own 25, really needing a touchdown on this drive. They're just eating it now. Yeah, cheers, mate. I was waiting for a knock on the door, Andy, with my delivery of the Chinese. Sacrificed a roast dinner today for the live streams. But here we go. The Jaguars for their own 25. It's play action pass for Lawrence. And he's taken down on the sack, a 5-yard sack. And this could be a very, very tough second half for this Jaguars team. And that was a sack on Trevor Lawrence without Nick Bosa or Chase Young on the field. So 2nd and 15 coming. Snap back to Trevor Lawrence looking to pass. Throw on the left side. It's caught for a 12-yard completion. It'll set up a 3rd and short. What do you mean just past me? What's that about? What do you mean just past me? You're supposed to stop at the door and then deliver my Chinese, Mr. Isolation. Mr. Monday Isolation. Don't worry, I'll be keeping a log of that. It's 3rd and 4. Snap back to Trevor Lawrence. Lofted pass down the right side. He's got a wide open Christian Kirk for a 20-yard completion. Takes the ball into the 49ers territory. And come on, Jags. I mean, I picked 49ers in the pick 6, and I hope the 49ers still win, but I just want a good game. So JH said Josh Dobbs, 1.5 games with the Vikings, 38 of 52 for 378 yards, 3 touchdowns rushing, 13 for 106, and 2 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. So that's what I mean about Malik Cunningham. Give the guy a go. Trips left formation, out the shotgun for Trevor Lawrence. He scrambles out to his left after the snap. Starts running himself and steps out of bounds after a 4-yard gain. I just wanted, as a Patriots fan, I just want entertaining for the rest of the season. And I think the most entertainment I'm going to get is by having Malik Cunningham at quarterback, because you just don't know what's going to happen each play. You know, is he going to run? Is he going to hand it off? Is he going to throw it? I just want to see what he's got. He was very, very productive at Louisville. So it's a handoff on 2nd and 6. Gains 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up. And you've got to imagine that this is 4-down territory for the Jaguars. They have to score some points at least on this drive. Nick Bosa's back out on defense for the 49ers. He went down injured in the first half, but he's back out there, which is good to see for them. They've also got Chase Young out there after picking him up in a trade with the Commanders. Third and 1. It's going to be a pass from Trevor Lawrence on 3rd and 1. Scrambles out to his left. He's under pressure from Nick Bosa. It's intercepted off the tip. I think it's a Fanger that comes out with the interception. But the pressure is caused by Nick Bosa. The 49ers have intercepted Trevor Lawrence. And this could be a long way back for them from now. It hits Bigsby in the fingertips and deflects up in the air and picked off by a Fanger. And unless the Jaguars defense can turn over the 49ers, it's going to be a potential blowout now for the Jags. Most entertaining you'll get is watching a Chiefs or 49ers game. Yeah, but like this game now, we're watching the 49ers, and it's got the potential for the blowouts. And I enjoy watching the 49ers. And so that's why and the Chiefs as well, because of the quarterbacks and their offenses. And that's why we picked this game, because these are two teams that will be in the playoffs come January. But it's just not playing out that way. It's not going to form. I mean, I picked the 49ers. I expected the 49ers to come back, and I think they're going to start their own win streak from here. I just think they're a better team than the Jaguars, but Jaguars aren't putting up much of a fight. Jay said, I'm with you, Malik, from now on. I just want them to do it. Why not? Like, I like to be a reporter, and when you get one question to ask Bill Belichick, are you going to give, my question would be, are you going to give Malik Cunningham a chance at quarterback for the rest of the season? That would be my question. Bill. It'd give me a long, extended answer on that one, of course. So in our game, obviously a 20-3 lead over the Jaguars now, the 49ers have, and they've now got the ball back. And unless the Jaguars create a turnover, you can see this game getting out of hand. The Texans have kicked a field goal and lead 13-7 over the Bengals. The Vikings still lead 24-3 over the Saints. Ravens 17-9 over the Browns. So on 1st and 10, hand off to McCaffrey. It's a 1-yard gain. Got the Steelers and Packers 17-16 to the Steelers, and the Buccaneers 10-3 up over the Titans. The 2nd and 9. Play action pass for Brock Purdy. Finds Deebo Samuel for a 6-yard gain. It'll set up a 3rd and 3. So can the Jaguars get the all-important stop here? It's right up at halfway. Snap back to Brock Purdy. He's under pressure. Starts scrambling. Evades 2 tackles, but still brought down on the sack. The ball comes out at the end. They're saying that Brock Purdy's down. It was a clear recovery by the Jags, so it'll be interesting to see a replay of this. Brock Purdy does well to avoid 2 sacks, actually. One from behind, evades the 2nd tackle. He's brought down now. He's clearly down. Ooh, it could be a horse collar, that. He was clearly down, though, before the ball came out. So the Jags defense, at least, have stood up. It's 4th and 4. And it's returnable from so it's fair caught by Christian Kirk at the 15-yard line. So that's where the Jags are going to start their next possession. Really needing to score some points. There's still 8.5 minutes, still plenty of time left in this third quarter and in this game. But they need to start scoring points sooner rather than later. Jay said here, back to the Patriots on this conversation, if they put in Malik and all they do is run the wishbone play after play, I'd be okay with that. Well, it just, imagine if you had Malik Cunningham in pistol or shotgun, and then you've got either side of him, Stevenson and Ezekiel Elliott. It makes it very difficult for a defense to decide, right, are they handing it off to Stevenson? They handed it off to Elliott. Is Cunningham going to run it? Is he going to throw it? Very, very difficult to call. And I think, I've been a Patriots fan now, how many years? 18 years. And I think I'm just ready to see something different from the Patriots, Those old times, and I had a conversation with Andy about this, the times of the pocket quarterback have gone now, Tom Brady obviously was one of a kind. He's the GOAT, and he can stand in there and he's got maneuverability in the pocket and pocket awareness and to get through his reads and still find his quarterback with his accuracy. Find his receiver with his accuracy and his reads. But the time of the actual standalone pocket quarterback has gone. You've got to have the ability to make people miss now. You've got to have the agility. You've got to be able to run a little bit nowadays. And Mac Jones is not that quarterback. He hasn't got the confidence. I don't think he's got the skills to be able to do that. So I think you've got to move on. Bailey Zappi is a very similar quarterback to Mac Jones in that way. I think he's got a little bit more heart than Mac Jones. He'll stand in there and he'll try and throw it. But they need somebody that's got a bit of maneuverability that can make a defender miss. And if the play breaks down, he's willing to move laterally to the left or right and still make a play. Mac Jones isn't that guy. So if you don't make a move and start and try Cunningham, then I just don't see the point of having him on the roster in any point. Trevor Lawrence in the shotgun. Snap back to him. He's looking to pass. Those to the left. It's caught for a 9-yard completion. So second one coming up for the Jags. They're on their own 24-yard line. Snap back to Trevor Lawrence. Scrambles out to his right. Throws back across his body to the left. Dangerous looking pass into triple coverage. Christian Kirk wants a flag. He doesn't get it. Have another look at the play. Coming across the field. Well covered, really. A dangerous pass into triple coverage. Fortunate to get away with it. So Andy said, at least Malik is unknown. If nothing else, opponents won't know what to expect. And Brady's a pocket quarterback, but he could read the field and make decisions under pressure. Exactly right. Mac Jones can't do that. Mac Jones has got one read, and that's it. 3rd and 1. Hand off to Etienne. It's a first down. Needed 1 yard, gained 8 yards. Will be a 1st and 10 for the Jags. First and 10. Snap back to Lawrence, looking for pass. I think it falls incomplete in the end, off the tip. Sets for 2nd and 10. So did Mark pick the Vikings? I'll find out for you. I'll tell you Mark's picks. So 2nd and 10 coming up. Play action pass for Lawrence. He sets up the screen. Etienne spins off a tackle. It could have been a loss on the play, but managed to gain 5 yards. Can set up a 3rd and 5. So Mark went Colts, correct. 49ers, which looks like it's correct. He went Saints, though, not Vikings. Then he went Lions, Seahawks, Raiders. So you went different on the Jets. You picked Jets over the Raiders. So now back to Trevor Lawrence on 3rd and 5. Lofted pass. And Ridley wants a flag. I think he's going to get it as well. Look like holding to me. He's saying go Jets. Got to be worried, Andy, about Beth coming up as well. Beth did pick the Colts earlier, and Beth did pick the Vikings as well. But unfortunately for her, she has picked the Jags. So I think they might have actually called roughing the passer here. But the Jags are just into 49ers territory now. It's a play action pass for Lawrence. Got plenty of time to throw. Deep throw down the left. And it's caught, I think, at the 10-yard line by Christian Kirk. And the Jaguars are 10 yards away from potentially cutting into this 49ers lead. Great catch by Kirk. I think the challenge flag's come out, but I think he caught it. It's funny, right into the middle. That must have been a hell of a throw by Mike Shanahan. He's caught that. That's a great catch from Christian Kirk. But a hell of a throw on the challenge flag. Challenge flag came out into the middle of the field. I don't think I've ever seen a flag thrown as far as that. No way. Have the Texans scored again? Flipping heck. The Texans are leading 27 over the Bengals. And that's after the Bengals beat the Bills last week and themselves have found form, but they're trailing at home 27 to the Texans. Wow. It's interesting, like CJ Stroud, for example, like the Patriots played the Texans in preseason and they made life hell for CJ Stroud. But he's actually having a very, very good season. Being a standout performer and a huge candidate for Offensive Rookie of the Year as well for the Texans this season. But what a division that is, the AFC North. They've got the Ravens leading the way. They're 7-2 and potentially going to be 8-2 after today. Then you've got Steelers, Browns, and Bengals all at 5-3. So Bengals bottom of that division at 5-3. They've won 4 games straight. They were 1-3. But now facing being 5-4 with a loss to the Texans. Because the Ravens are leading 24-9. Packers 19-17 up now over the Steelers. Vikings 27-3 up over the Saints. Texans 27 up over the Bengals. And the Buccaneers 17-3 up over the Titans. Strange results. Oh yeah, Andy, if you're watching, Tom Grossi is the Packers NFL Fan of the Year. So it's possible to vote for him now as being the NFL Fan of the Year. So if he wins that, he'll get tickets for the Super Bowl. Which I've got a feeling that's going to happen. And if you don't follow Tom Grossi, you should check out his channel on YouTube. He's a massive Packers fan. Does live streams every week. Really funny guy. So his first and goal, it was a catch. First and goal for the Jaguars. Snap back to Trevor Lawrence. Lofted pass towards the end zone. Incomplete. Hopefully the Jaguars can get into the end zone here. Second and goal from the 9-yard line. It's caught at the 5-yard line by Christian Kirk. And the ball comes out at the end. Recovered by the 49ers. And now he's running the ball all the way back as well. No one's tackled him. Oh, wow. And Trevor Lawrence tackles him in the end zone, but I think it's going to be a touchdown for the 49ers. Christian Kirk catches the ball at the 5-yard line, gets the ball knocked out, and let's just see if anyone touches him. It's a definite fumble. He's down, no one's touched him, and then sets off running. This is going to be a tough call. This could quite easily be a touchdown for the 49ers. Let's see if they've waiting to see if they confirm this. It's definite fumble. Nobody touches Thomas, who recovers it. He gets up, jogs down the sideline to start with, and then turns on the Jets. I think they've taken the touchdown off. I'm just waiting to see. I don't know what's happening here. They seem to have taken the touchdown off the board. I'm not sure why. But the 49ers have definitely got the ball. The 49ers starting from their own 19-yard line. What a weird play. Clear fumble. No one seemed to touch Thomas, who recovered it, got up, jogged down the sideline to start with, then turned on the Jets. There's an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty in there somewhere. And now the referees have decided they're going to blow and stop the play to discuss something. As I said, I saw that it raised lots of money for charity. Yeah, say if you're not already, check Tom Grossi out on YouTube. Well worth checking it out. Oh, there's a Saints coach on the field of play. I think that's why there's unsportsmanlike conduct, and that's what could have stopped the touchdown. What a stupid penalty. Olave's just made a great touchdown catch. That's good. Come on, Saints, as Andy said. Come on, Saints. Marcy is cheering for that as well. 49ers got the ball on their own 19-yard line. 5 minutes left in this third quarter. Snap back to Purdy. Play action pass. Evades the tackle. Finds McCaffrey, who gets back to the line of scrimmage and no further. So in the Vikings-Saints game, got 27-11. Still need another 2 touchdowns for the Saints and 2-point conversions. Second and 9 coming up. Snap back to Purdy. Fired in low towards McCaffrey. It's incomplete. I'll set up a 3rd and 9. So good stand so far by this Jags defense. So 3rd and 9 coming up. From their own 20-yard line. Snap back to Purdy. He's looking to pass. Deep throw down the right sideline. Finds Brandon Ayuk for the first down. 20 yards down the field. And a first down for the 49ers. Great route. Great route by Brandon Ayuk. The 2 defenders around him had no idea where he was going. First and 10 now. Up at their own 41-yard line. Hand off to McCaffrey. Nice, a 1-yard gain. Up the middle. Bengals games now where Bengals 10, the Texans 20. Steelers have retaken the lead in their game, 2019, over the Packers. A 2nd and 9 coming up. Empty backfield for Purdy. Snap back to Purdy. Time to throw. Hits Kittle, who hangs on to the catch even as he's hit hard by the defender, and they've now got the ball into Jags territory, looking to extend their lead even further. Jake said there are Fox broadcasts that have the wide receivers highlighted with a circle on every play. Same as broadcasts without it. Just all receivers have a big circle around them through the whole play. Sucks, in my opinion. That's weird. Snap back to McCaffrey. That's a 14-yard gain. It's just like if they circle all the players, then it's like they're going to be right each time, aren't they? Yeah, I said as I circle this player that this play was definitely going to them. That Larve catch was good. Are you watching Red Zone, Andy? I know you'll be struggling to watch this game as we're watching it. 1st and 10 now for the 49ers. Up to the 28-yard line of the Jags. Some trickery to Deebo Samuel. He's at the 10-yard line at the 5 and walks into the end zone for the touchdown. I think this game might be over.
Touchdown!
I think that might be it. It's 26-3 now to the 49ers. Deebo Samuel on the end around. Gets great blocking out in front. And the Jags never stood a chance there. The secondary were up against 3 offensive linemen. 26-3, pending the extra point. Make that 27-3. It's as I feared earlier on in the game that this was going to be a blowout. No, I did pick the 49ers, so I'm happy the 49ers have won. But I was hoping as a neutral it was going to be a closer game. And it does show the Jags to be what I potentially thought the Jaguars were going to be. Maybe pretenders. That was a good catch. I've just seen the Olave catch. Great catch in the corner. Just showing that Derek Carr's out for the game as well. Oh, the Bengals have scored a touchdown. Burrow to Chase. It's now 2017. You expect them to come back and win that one now. And that's what it looks like. I've never seen it before. I was afraid it was for all games, but I just had to get a different stream for without. I'm watching this game, not Red Zone. There's Shell touchdown. So is it on the Zone then? I thought it was on Sky Sports, so I wouldn't be able to get it. Or you're working some Eric trickery. To be fair, I'm like looking at the other games. I'm thinking, which would be the most entertaining game to watch now? Steelers and Packers game's good. Bengals and Texans. We'll see this one out, but I think obviously this game is pretty much done at 27-3. Watching Dawn in Canada. Oh, the Zone. I just say Dawn. It's good. It's good. The 49ers, for me, have proven what I thought the 49ers were. And unfortunately, the Jags have proven in this game what I thought they were as well. It's not quite good enough. Returnable up to the 23-yard line. That's where the Jags are going to start their next drive. See how respectable they can make this score. It's a handoff on first down. It's a 2-yard gain, sets up a 2nd and 8. Brown scored a touchdown, cut into the Ravens lead. So 2nd and 9 coming up. Snap back to Lawrence. Lofted pass down the left sideline. There's Ridley up against Thomas, and there is a flag. I think it's going to go against Thomas as well. Will this be amazing if the Jags could come back from this? Quick touchdown here. You never know. You never know. I think the Jags could score points. The problem is can you stop the 49ers 3 or 4 times in a row? Thank you very much, JH, for joining us. And of course, thank you so much for becoming the 3rd member of our NFL UKOPS community. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Thank you very much for coming and joining us. Much appreciated, as always. 1st and 10. Incomplete from Trevor Lawrence, looking to the left sideline. As Andy said, it's some interesting games next week. When I say interesting, I mean, like, I don't know really which game I'd like to do a live stream next week. I'll talk about that in a second. 2nd and 10 coming up for Trevor Lawrence. And he's brought down on the sack. Nick Bosa again. This 49ers team are good. They've got superstars on offense and defense. These are going to be, it's hard to look past the 49ers and Eagles, maybe the Lions. If I was to predict now, you're looking at 49ers, Eagles in the NFC Championship. AFC Championship, for me, you're looking at Chiefs and Ravens. And that would create a good Super Bowl out of that. Yes, Sandy said, looking at next week, let's have a look at the games for next week. I said they're not looking particularly interesting, in my opinion. Really not. They were, as a neutral, they're a terrible set of games. Got Browns and Steelers, Dolphins, Raiders, Lions, Bears, Jaguars, Titans, Packers, Chargers, Texans, Cardinals, Panthers, Cowboys, Commanders, Giants, 49ers, Buccaneers, Bills, Jets, and Rams, Seahawks. For your information, Tom, the lady passed me the food through a gap in the plastic partition, no contact. All right, if you say so. So how do you know where the food was then? And how do you know it was past my house? But anyway, I say I don't know I don't know what game I'd like to do next week. To be honest, looking at that, it's a poor selection of games. You know, at the start of the season, they went, like the Bills and Jets would have been good at the start of the season with Aaron Rodgers were playing. The Jaguars Titans could have been a potential good game. Apart from that, the rest of the game's a bit. The best game next week, by an absolute mile, is a repeat of the Super Bowl last year. Is Chiefs and Eagles. But unfortunately, that's being played on Monday night / our time Tuesday morning at 1:15. That's a game I would have loved to do. Why didn't they put that at 9:30 our time on next week? So 3rd and 19. Quick pass to Etienne. Gets nowhere near the first down. Got 4th down coming up for the... Picked up from wonderful around the cuff. So where drop off then, Mr. Isolation? 4th and 15 for the Jags, and they're going for it from their own 42-yard line. It's intercepted at the 40-yard line. Fred Warner, and he turns it to the 40-yard line. And if the game wasn't over before, it certainly is now. It's 27-3 up. Trevor Lawrence, knowing he needs to throw it to make a play on 4th and 15, but throws it directly to Fred Warner. I was isolated in my car with a partition. Well, she came out and delivered it into your car, did she? We'll be having words, me and you. 1st and 10. Hand off to McCaffrey. Up the middle. It's a first down. Dive down at the 25-yard line. 14 minutes left in this game, but it's ended up being a rout in the end. I say, just as I predicted a little bit earlier on in the game, the 49ers looked hot early on defense and on offense, and now find themselves with a 24-point advantage and just outside the red zone. I formation. It's a handoff up the middle. And McCaffrey's tackled down after a 3-yard gain. Sets up a 2nd and 7. Texans score another touchdown. Texans are leading 27-17 over the Bengals. Play action pass from Brock Purdy. Looks towards the end zone. It's caught by Juszczyk. Touchdown 49ers. And the route continues.
Touchdown!
It's now 33-3, pending the extra point. And let's just say the 49ers are back on track after this game. Now the kick is through. $34-3, an absolute shellacking. I'm here anyway. It's as usual. It's same as usual without the coughing. Yeah, I still miss you sat here. Miss the banter and having to monitor as to whether I repeat what you say or not. I mean, looking at that schedule next week, you tell me which game you want to do next week, Andy, because I can't choose. So the touchdown was for the Texans was a CJ Stroud run. And in the fourth quarter, with how long's left in that game, 10 minutes left, the Bengals are down 10 points to the Texans at home. Mars is happy. The 49ers winning. Doesn't look like the Saints are going to help us out, though. Still 16 points down going into the fourth quarter. Let JH decide. Andrew, JH never can have a vote. Okay, we'll see if we can set that up. I think you can do that on YouTube. Set up a members only vote. We hadn't seen Andrew today actually, and we'll just drink through it. Let's hope they pick a 6 o'clock game then. I think if I had to pick a game for next week, maybe Dolphins Raiders or Packers Chargers. I think if I was picking a game, Dolphins Raiders probably. 1st and 10 for the Jags. Trevor Lawrence fires to the left. Incomplete. Members only sounds dodgy. It's not only fans. But I think you can do like a members only vote thing. Second and 10 coming up for the Jags. 12.5 minutes left in this game. Snap back to Trevor Lawrence. Fired over the middle. battered down at the line of scrimmage. Set up a 3rd and 10. All right, Dolphins. Yeah, they're another team. You know, like we were talking about earlier, the 49ers and the Chiefs as entertaining teams to watch. The Dolphins are another entertaining team to watch. Don't know what to expect out of the Raiders. Like, what puts me off watching that game is that the Dolphins could absolutely blow away the Raiders, and all of a sudden it's like 47 or something like that. 3rd and 10 coming up. Trips left formation out the shotgun for Trevor Lawrence. There's a flag. I think it's a false start. Just false start. Sounds like you've been drinking already, Andy. Thank you, JKT. Hope you're having a good evening. 3rd and 15 coming up for the Jags. Of course, I'm shaking my head at you, Mr. Isolation. 3rd and 15. Screenplay going absolutely nowhere. It actually loses 5 yards. It's like watching the Patriots game, this. Not today's Patriots game, but watching a Patriots game. Just complete annihilation. So the Jags are going to be punting. Returnable from the 26. And stopped at the 31-yard line. That's where the 49ers are going to start the next drive. As somebody that's got Brock Purdy in their fantasy team and Deebo Samuel, hopefully they keep the starters out there for a little bit longer. Let's have a look at the other games. So Steelers still 20-19 up over the Packers. Ravens 24-17 up over the Browns. Vikings still 27-11 up over the Saints. Texans 27-17 up over the Bengals. Buccaneers 26 up over the Titans. Hey, don't switch sides. I was backing you. I'm shaking my head, but no, I didn't pick the Jaguars. Actually, I picked the 49ers, which actually is my one correct pick out of the first 3 games, actually. Because I went Patriots, 49ers, and Saints. So I'm actually happy the 49ers are winning. I just wanted an entertaining game in this one. But no, I'm shaking my head at Mr. Isolation. But it's okay to get a Chinese. Yeah, she's doing well. I can't remember the picks actually. Let's have a look, shall we? Have a look at the table. So that's the table of our Pick 6 competition. First and 10. Hand off to Mitchell. It's a 4-yard gain. And JKT went Colts, correct. 49ers, correct. Then went Saints. Quite a lot of people have gone Saints. Seemed like the sensible pick. So handoff on second down. Doesn't get... maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. Going to set up a 3rd and 6. So 3rd and 6. Snap back to Purdy. Thrown over the middle. It's caught for a 1st down into Jags territory by Bell. So joint 4th. Amazing what Ip Dip can achieve. Hey, whatever works. Marcy's got Colts and 49ers so far, so a couple of points there. Saints have blown it. The Saints have just scored a touchdown, in fact, Marcia. 27-19 now in that game. It's a 1-score game. Hand off to Mitchell. And a 3-yard gain up the middle. Oh no, Brock Purdy's out of the game. What are they taking him out for? This is my fantasy team. 148.7 passer rating. Not too far away from the perfect passer rating. 295 yards, 3 touchdowns. Got Samuel and McCaffrey on the sideline as well. So handoff to Mitchell. Dives for a 9-yard gain for another 1st down. And this feels like a little bit like preseason now with second offense against second defense. It's on this last quarter, but still 11 minutes left in that one. It's only an 8-point game. Saints could come back. All right, so handoff again. It's like the 49ers are content with just trying to run this clock out now. I think the Jaguars will be happy to do that as well. 4-yard gain up the middle. Toss play right. No gain on that one. It's going to set up a 3rd and 6 now for the 49ers. I said maybe you could have Ip Dip on your winner's jersey. Could do. Have to let us know which what winner's jersey would you have, what team. Third and 6 coming up. Toss play left. looking for blocking. Only gains 1 yard. It'll set up a 4th and 5. And probably a field goal attempt. Hopefully the Saints can get the ball back and we'll go to that game to finish this one on the hope that the Saints pull that one back. So it's 4th and 5. The 49ers actually weren't lined up to kick a field goal. They lined up to go for it. 4th and 5. Just under 6 minutes left in that game. In the other games, the Ravens 24-17 up over the Browns. Steelers 23-19 up over the Packers. Texans still 27-17 up over the Bengals, and they've got the ball with 3.5 minutes left. It looks like the Texans are going to beat the Bengals. Buccaneers 20-6 up over the Titans. 4th and 5. Some trickery. McCaffrey on the end around at the 20 and pushed out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So they put McCaffrey back in the game. Run some trickery. I best get the touchdown graphic ready because it looks like the 49ers, to me, are going to add another one. Got 5 minutes left. And now I've got whistles being blown. Is that timeout, maybe? The Ravens just got in for a touchdown, so now lead 31-17 over the Browns. Ravens, one of the informed teams this season. And I say as rumours, if they are to be believed, the Ravens will be in the Super Bowl this season to face the team we're watching right now, the 49ers. It's interesting. McCaffrey has played 17 straight games. 17 straight games with at least one touchdown. Toss play left to McCaffrey. And tackle down after 1 yard gain. I don't think he's got one in this game, has he? So maybe that's why he's still in the game. Maybe Shanahan is trying to get him a touchdown. Let's have a look. No, 96. He has not got... No, he hasn't. He's got 96 rushing yards and 41 receiving yards. Most consecutive games with a touchdown in NFL history is tied with Lenny Moore at 17. So I think he's there. I think they're trying to get him a touch. I think they're trying to get him another touchdown to get the record. Throws out to McCaffrey. And he's tackled down at the 3 yard line. They are clearly trying to get him a touchdown here. They are clearly trying to get McCaffrey a touchdown. You can see why they're trying to do it, but what if one of these passes ends in McCaffrey getting injured? That's the problem. And to be honest, like, do you know if you're the Jaguars now, just put triple coverage on McCaffrey. Just have 3 defenders on him. It's a 3rd and goal. It's a handoff to McCaffrey, and he's not going to get there. He's a 2-yard loss. And I think they're probably going to go for it, because why not? Nothing to lose at this point. So 4th and goal coming up. Three minutes left. McCaffrey's now lined up to the right. I'll just watch where McCaffrey is, because that's clearly where Darnold's going to be looking to throw it. He's only looking at McCaffrey, and it's incomplete. They were clearly trying to get McCaffrey a touchdown to give him the outright lead. Oh, it'd been interesting. If he'd have caught it, he'd have caught it at the half-yard line. They were clearly trying to get him a touchdown. It'd be interesting to see if they can get if the 49ers get the ball back one more time. But as they do, they actually turn the ball over. Will they put McCaffrey out there again if the 49ers do get a chance with the ball again? I don't think they... I think they might just knee it from now. But they gave McCaffrey a chance to get the outright lead of consecutive games. He was tied at 17 consecutive games with a touchdown. The Bengals have just scored a touchdown. It's now 27-24 in that one. So a big finish. I didn't realize the Texans themselves were at 4-4. If they beat the Bengals, they're going to be at 5-4. Only one game behind the Jaguars. How the Texans at that point? I don't know. But there you go. It's a 1-yard run by the Jags. They've got Trevor Lawrence is out the game now. Snap back. Passed over the middle and caught for a 4-yard completion. We'll set up a 3rd and 5. That takes us to the 2-minute warning. The Jags will be facing a 3rd and 5. So one of our important games at the minute, the Pick 6 game, the Vikings and Saints. The Saints, with 7.5 minutes left, have got the ball back, down 8 points. They're on their own 7-yard line. Need a touchdown, 2-point conversion to tie that one up. But if this game finishes early, we'll hop over to that game. We'll keep this going because it's one of our Pick 6 games. So we're interested to see how it does finish. In our other games, the Ravens leading 31-17 over the Browns. Steelers 23-19 up over the Packers. Texans 27-24 up over the Bengals. Buccaneers 26 up over the Titans. Well, the Steelers are going to be at 6-3. Ravens at 8-2. So, in fact, the Ravens will be, at this point in the season, would be the number 1 overall seed. But I wouldn't mind seeing that. I wouldn't mind seeing a Ravens-Chiefs AFC Championship game. in an Eagles 49ers in a neutral. Sounds good to me. And then whoever wins out of those two games in the Super Bowl would be a great matchup. So Texans facing a 3rd and 3 with a chance to end it against the Bengals. So we are 3rd and 5 for the Jags. They're on their own 10-yard line. It's completed. Oh, no, it's not completed. It's dropped. 4th and 5. So maybe McCaffrey will get one more opportunity. So the commentator saying McCaffrey's going back to field the punt now. So still 2 minutes left. The Jags punt. Returnable from the 30. And tackled at the 35. Is McCaffrey going to go back into the game? Oh, the 49ers are kneeling. The 49ers are kneeling, so McCaffrey is not going to beat the record. It'll be tied at 17. Darnold takes a second knee. So they're 1 knee away from victory, the 49ers. We will hop over to one of our other games, though, to finish this stream. So there you go. That's the final knee for the 49ers. The 49ers win this game 34-3 and prove that they are a legit playoff team. And still some questions to be answered about this Jaguars team, whether they could knock off one of the big boys in the playoffs, whether they could beat the Chiefs or the Ravens come playoff time. Well, the Browns have scored a touchdown, make it 31-24. I think the Browns have just scored a touchdown off the interception And they might have just tied it up against the Ravens, 31-31. I think we'll hop over to red zone. Hop over to red zone and see what's happening. To finish the stretch of games, the Bengals have got the ball on the 14-yard line. 2nd and goal. Empty backfield for Joe Burrow. Sets off running himself. It's like QB designed run, but only gains 1 yard. Sets for 3rd and goal. The Browns scored the touchdown and then missed the extra point. So now still trail 31-30. What a terrible miss that is. The Bengals, 3rd and goal from the 14-yard line. Snap back to Joe Burrow. Fired over the middle. Oh, it should have been caught for the touchdown. A wide open receiver drops it in the end zone. Is it Higgins? It's either Higgins or Boyd. Drops a wide open touchdown, which would have given the Bengals the lead. It's Boyd. Wide open. So the Bengals are going to attempt a field goal to try and tie it up. 31 field goal for McPherson. And it's good. So the Bengals have come back from 10 points down in the 4th quarter to tie it up at 27 each. 1.5 minutes left in that game. We're watching very closely the Saints and Vikings game. The Saints from their own 25-yard line. 4 minutes left in that one. It's a pass completed for a 1st down for the Saints up to their own 38-yard line. So the Saints, there's a flag early. And he hits Olave, but there is a flag. I have to have another look at that one. I'm just going to cut to the game that matters to us, which is the Saints game. I think there's too many games going on at the same time. Let's have a look. We'll have a look at the Saints and Vikings game. As I say, it's the game that matters to us as a pick six competition. And 1st to 15, a deep pass over the middle from Winston falls incomplete to Shaheed. we're keeping an eye on the other games as well. But I say it's a pick six game. Hoping the Saints come back and tie this up. It'll be 2nd and 15 for Jameis Winston. So 2nd and 15 coming up for the Saints. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left. They're on their own 32-yard line. Snap back to Winston. Throws over the middle. It's caught. And tackled down about 3 yards short of the line to gain. Still plenty of time. Both teams still have all 3 timeouts. Winston back in the shotgun, 3rd and 3. Snap back to him. Lofted pass. And it's intercepted. What a strange pass from Winston. I think he felt the pressure in his face and just lofted it up down the right sideline. The receiver was nowhere near, and it just well located by the Vikings cornerback. He was looking for Olave. But caught at the 15-yard line. Now they're going to have to rely on their timeouts. So it's a handoff. Stopped at the line. Set for 2nd and 10. Saints call the first timeout. Still 3 minutes and 1 second left. So 3 seconds, 1 minute left in the game. So 2nd and 10 coming up for the Vikings. So their own 18-yard line. Toss play right. And tackle down for a loss of 1 yard. So set up 3rd and 11. And the Saints call the second timeout. With still 2 minutes and 56 seconds left on the clock as well. Still hope. So Marcius hoping the Saints tie up. Well, that's why we're watching it. Quite a lot of us have picked the Saints to beat the Vikings. But while ever the game's still going on, we'll stick with it. So 3rd and 10 coming up. The Saints have 1 timeout remaining and the 2-minute warning. So Dobbs in the shotgun for the Vikings. Snap back to him. It's a handoff. And it's a loss of 2, maybe 3 yards. It's going to have to be a punt now. And the Saints not going to call the timeout. So 4th and 12. And the punt is up. Returnable from the 40. And tackled down right around the 50-yard line. The Saints have got to go 50 yards to tie this game up and, of course, score the 2-point conversion. The Saints have got the 2-minute warning and they've got 1 timeout remaining. Got to go 50 yards and convert the 2-point conversion to take this to overtime. Snap back to Winston. Looking to pass. Fired over the middle. Oh, should have been caught. Looking for Perry. It should have been a 20-yard completion. And he dropped it. Great throw by Winston. Just needed to catch it. The Texans just kicked a field goal. The Texans have beaten the Bengals 30-27. That's the NFL. 2nd and 10. Winston fires. Incomplete. There's a flag thrown. Olave's pointing against the Vikings. The Buccaneers have beaten the Titans 26. It's a first down for the Saints. Automatic first down. Illegal hands to the face. Seems a bit harsh, really. Steelers have beaten the Packers 23-19. The Browns have got the ball at the 2-minute warning with a chance to beat the Ravens. They're trailing only by 1 point. What a win that would be for the Browns. Thank you, everyone that has stuck around with us. Just extending the stream just because one of our Pick 6 games is still going on. Our live stream, obviously, of our 49ers Jaguars game finished 10 minutes or so ago, where the 49ers completely obliterated the Jaguars 34-3. We're sticking around because we want to find out the end result of the Saints and Vikings, which was one of our Pick 6 games. The Saints have got the ball. 1st and 10 with a chance to score the touchdown. 2-point conversion, which would tie the game up. So just keep an eye on that one. The Texans have beaten the Bengals 30-27. That's the unpredictability of the NFL there for you. The Bengals looked like they were starting to get red hot, and then all of a sudden the Texans, who now find themselves at 5-4, are just 1 game behind the Jaguars now in that division. I've gone into Cincinnati and won that game. Steelers have beaten the Packers 23-19. Buccaneers have beaten the Titans 26. The Browns at the 2-minute warning have the ball, just 1 point behind the Ravens, with a chance to win that one. It's 1st and 10. Step back to Winston. Fired over the middle. And I think he's picked off at the 10-yard line. There's a flag. It's holding against the Saints. I think that could be the game over. Bad pass from Winston. There's no need. Yeah, the 48-yard line, the Vikings, with one timeout remaining, and he goes for it all on the first play. Sort of summarizes up Winston's career, really. A lot of touchdowns, but a lot of interceptions. And that could be the game. It's handoff on 1st down for the Vikings. Gains 2 yards, sets up 2nd down. The Saints take a timeout straight away. I think it's too little, too late. The Browns, trailing 30-31, have the ball on the Ravens' 40-yard line with 1 minute and 20 seconds left. What a win that would be for the Browns if they are able to pull that off, and you feel it's because the Ravens have thrown that one away. The Browns would be only 1 game behind the Ravens if they do. So handoff up the middle. And the Vikings are 2 yards away. And the fact that the Vikings are staying competitive after that injury to Cousins is very interesting, especially if the Lions lose today. So the Vikings take their first time out with 59 seconds left. It's 3rd and 2. The Vikings just need a 1st down and this game's over. In the next set of window games, the Lions lead 3-0 over the Chargers. Hopefully the Lions can get that done because it's not started off too well. We're 1 out of 3 this window so far for me in our Pick 6 competition. So 3rd and 2. Snap back to Dobbs. Kept it himself but stumbled down at the line. Means that the Vikings are going to have to punt to the Saints, but the Saints are not going to have a lot of time. Stan says Carr injured badly. I'm not sure. He got carted off. I don't know how bad the injury is. But Winston had a chance and blew it. Vikings call their second timeout. 15 seconds left in this game. They're going to be punting. The Saints have got no timeouts left, so maybe have 1-2 plays. Try and score a touchdown. The Browns, the Ravens, 21-yard line. It looks like the Browns are going to beat the Ravens. So 2 potential shocks today. The Browns beating the Ravens and the Texans beating the Bengals. Has opened the door, really, for the Steelers and the Browns. So the punt is up. Not the best punt, actually. Steps out of bounds in Raiders territory and, into Vikings territory. And so it's all on this one play, really. There's only 6 seconds left, so unless they take a short throw and step out of bounds, it could be all on this play on a Hail Mary for a chance for the Saints to have a 2-point conversion attempt and tie this game up. Three players in the end zone for the Vikings. Let's have a look. 6 seconds left. Snap back to Winston. Looks like they're going for it on this. He throws towards the end zone. It's going to reach there. And it's incomplete. The Vikings win this game 27-19. And I fall to 1-3 for the games earlier. It does reach the end zone. But the Vikings bat it away and defend it well. And that's how this game will finish, 27-19. Josh Dobbs gets his second win as the quarterback for the Vikings. And that's how this one finishes. The Browns have just beaten the Ravens as well. Well, some shockers. Some shockers in this early window. But thank you very much for everyone that has joined us and stuck with us throughout. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. And if you fancy it, showing you extra support for the NFLUKOPS channel, hit the join button as well. And become a member, an exclusive member, and get special perks as well by being a member of the NFLUKOPS community. But thank you everyone that has joined us. Very, very much appreciated. And we'll see you for a game next week.